Zach Life beat depression. It's day 838 and I feel great. And today we're going to keep it that way with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Now, anyone who's tuning in later, as you know, it's a martial arts for mental health show. We like to focus in on those mental health tools first. First one we tune into is the gratitude tool. So today I want to shout out gratitude to the view. Where did it go? The view. I thought it was in the background here, but the view that I had lunch/breakfast at this morning was amazing. Amazing place. If you're in Colorado Springs, check them out. Such an awesome spot. A lunch special for $10. Super affordable. Had an all natural, no hormones, no antibiotic beef burger that was delicious and an incredibly delicious, nutritious salad as well. So I'm taking care of my diet. Improving my health out here. I'm adapting pretty well, and I want to shout out gratitude to the View for being there and providing good quality food at a good price. So why not? There's plenty of things you can be grateful for. Also grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that this headache has dissipated and I'm feeling a lot better today, acclimating a lot more. And I also want to shout out gratitude to everybody who's tuned in right now and anyone who's tuning in for themselves and both for others at the same time. Slayer Ken, Lisa the Luminary, Mad with Hats, Shawnee Boy. Thank you guys so much, guys and gals, and anybody who's tuning in later. Thank you guys so much for being part of my gratitude section, for being here and helping support each other. I really do appreciate you helping me feel less alone out here in this on this long journey in solo travel. So gratitude going out to you. Go ahead and think about what you're grateful for today. That'll help put you in that positive mindset as we move into the lesson. Remember to pace yourself. Remember to tune into your skill level today and give yourself a challenge. That's how we'll continue to grow forwards. There's no growth in the comfort zone, so we got to make sure we give ourselves a challenge. But we want to tune in to where we're at today. So just like my headache's dissipating, I'm going to pick up that intensity a little bit. If you have a headache, maybe lower that intensity a little bit. It's all about giving yourself a challenge, and challenge is different per individual, right? So you want to tune into you, make sure you give yourself a challenge. Don't push too hard, don't take it too easy because you fall into boredom. Find that zone in between, and then we can make progress every single day. We're going to be tuning into basics. We're going to go back to basics, the jab, the cross, the uppercuts, and then we're going to throw in that advancing technique, boom, boom, that switch, that guard change that we talked about last couple days. Because the more we drill it, the more we practice it, the better we'll become at it. And it's something super valuable to add in if you're doing sparring, and also really good to add variety to your training routine. So we're going to get that guard change back in probably towards the third session. But we'll start with basics. We'll drill through some basics together and get a little higher intensity lesson today. And definitely, if you don't get the challenge you're looking for, give yourself a bonus round. I'm going to be giving myself a bonus round to see what my body's capable of at the Planet Fitness once we're done. We'll have our standard rounds, 3 rounds, 3 minutes each, 1 minute breaks to catch your breath and drink some water. I am going to kind of blaze through because it is getting increasingly freezing cold out here in Colorado Springs. Way colder than Denver was the other day. And then the next mental health tool we want to cover is that progress tracking tool. Make sure you are keeping track of your progress out there. Make sure you're keeping track of the number of days that you crush the challenge that you're giving yourself, whatever that challenge might be. It might be challenging in the morning to get up and to make your bed. That could be challenging for you. If that is challenging for you and you do it anyway, you could keep track of overcoming that challenge. And the more you keep track of it, the more powerful proof you'll have that you can overcome those challenges. Then you can start to increase your challenge, and you'll find that you are basically limitless. It all comes back to that state of mind. It all comes back to that viewpoint. We can continue to grow every single day forwards for at least 838 days, right? I'll be your living proof that it's possible. I'm no better than anybody else. We're all made of the same stuff. We can all do this. We can all show up for ourselves and move forwards a step at a time each day to our ability. Keep track of that and let it build up and reinforce the truth that you are stronger than those temporary feelings or thoughts that you might be dealing with telling you otherwise. Also, let's check in on the comments. Ken shared his progress at 446 days. Thank you, Ken, for being an inspiration and motivating others. And Shawnee Boy said, what's the comfiest seat to sleep on in the car? It's the front seat, and it's not comfy at all. It's very uncomfortable. It's really fucking up my back and stuff. But at least there's massages here at Planet Fitness to straighten me back out and repair the damage I do to myself each and every night. And until I get the Beat Depression bus back, hopefully soon, the car's the way to go, because, you know, if I start staying in hotels, I'll be out of money in like a week. So car it is. It's all right. No worries. So we're going to get through this thing together. Also, Ken said he just came back from his cousin's funeral. Sorry to hear that, Ken. Condolences and sympathy for your loss out here. Hope that you're doing all right. I'm glad that you're showing up and you're making progress, even though I know it may be challenging to be here today. But I thank you for being here, both for yourself and for others. So, that being said, let's get into today's lesson, get moving, and start helping ourselves to feel better with that somatic therapy, with that movement, with that breath, with that visualization, putting in that work and showing ourselves what we're capable of. Remember, make sure you got water. You're staying hydrated. We'll get these rounds going. We'll have some fighting spirit of the 80s coming through, hopefully, to fuel your progress out there. And let's do it. Let's get it going. Bang,
Bluetooth pairing.
Muay Thai position. Let's do it. All right. Square up with your visualized opponent. Remember, visualize that physical embodiment thing you want to work on. If it's depression or anxiety, make it the depression dummy, the anxiety dummy. We're going to knock those lies right out of its face with that daily dose of progress and success. Thank you. There's my mom. Shout out to my mom. Love you, Ma. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. All right, let's get back on track. We are starting up in Muay Thai position. Square up. Visualize that opponent. Get balanced. Get limber. Get the hands up by the brow line. Close the fists. Tuck the thumbs. And let's start putting in some work for ourselves, right? Step forwards and toss the jab, cross, and then back to stance. Visualize that target. Tuck the chin. And fire that 1-2. Remember, use the breath in those punches. Exhale through the mouth. Boom, boom, boom with each strike. Inhale through the nose and keep it moving. Let's go. Whoos, whoos. 1-2. Whoos, whoos. 1-2. Whoos, whoos. 1-2. Whoos, whoos. And if this is too light, you can always moderate, increase that volume. Let's make it a 3-hit combo. 1, 2, 3. Back to stance. Keep it moving. Shifting that weight from the front foot to the back foot. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth with each strike. Back to stance. Make sure you're rotating through the hips and shoulders and extending that fist forward, turning the knuckles over. Landing on those large 2 knuckles in the face of that visualized target. Roll through the hips and shoulders for the cross, and then roll back. Bang for the jab again. 3-hit combo. 1, 2, 3. Whoos, whoos, whoos. Pick up the speed and intensity to your level. And fire those fists. Let's go. Back to stance. Keep it balanced. Remember, it's about rotation. Don't turn away. Don't let your head turn away from your target when you're firing. Make sure you keep your eye on that target and just let your shoulders turn. Let that shoulder come up and meet the chin. Raised high can increase defense and offense at the same time. Let's keep it going. 3-hit combo. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back to stance. We're going to change it up a little bit. 1, 2. Rotate through for an elbow. And then back to position. Step for the jab. Rotate for cross. Rotate for the elbow. And then back. On the elbow, you want to drop that lead hand into the chest. Rotate through the hips and shoulders. Try and take an extra step forwards there as well. Remember, elbows are close range tools. Back to stance. It's a jab, cross, elbow combo we're working on. Visualize that opponent. Tuck the chin. Step in for the jab. Rotate for cross, step forwards for the elbow, and back to stance. When you turn for that cross, you can make it an advancing combo by sliding that rear foot forwards as well. And then bang, another step forwards into the elbow strike. Back to stance, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Make it a 3-hit combo, let's make it flow. Push, push, push. And back to stance, chin tuck. Back to stance, it's an advancing combo now, give yourself some room. Back to stance. And back, 3-hit combo. Back, square up, nice and balanced. Remember, even space between those feet. Chin tucked, head on the center line. Boom, boom, boom. Back to stance. Push, push, push. Back to stance. seconds, and that's the end of round 1. Catch your breath, drink some water, check in on you. Shout out to Weebax and Main Gonza. Thanks for the support. Appreciate you guys out there. Woo, we got 52 seconds. Catch my breath. Wow, it is beautiful out here. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm gonna share this with you. There is a sunset happening. It's not gonna come out. Hopefully it'll come out. It's not gonna come out that well. Sunset happening over the Colorado Springs mountains out here. Really beautiful. If you can, get out and train in nature. It just brings a whole nother level of therapy to the whole experience. Woo. That's part of why we do that heavy bag training out in nature from the bus, because it really adds up just an incredible amount of different beneficial leads for our mental health into that training, which is already beneficial. All right, we got about 9 seconds. Make sure you're staying hydrated and you're breathing well. For this next session, we're gonna start with the lead hook this time. Step into a lead hook, turn through the shoulders, and if you're a beginner, you can start by practicing that lead hook like this, throwing the arm up in a body cast, locking that elbow in at 90, and kind of rotating through, boom. But if you're not a beginner, you wanna pick up more advanced skills, what you wanna do is turn the body and just toss that hook out to make that 90-degree angle at the last second. Boom. That way there's more defense happening, right? Boom. We're kind of, boom. We're still turning into it, but we want to take that guard away at the last possible second necessary. That way we can keep that defense tight. We can step in and they don't know, boom, what's happening. Boom. We can also put a little pre-wind in it. Use a little slip from the opposite side, and then whoosh, boom, to the lead hook. Let's do that. Little defensive slip on the way in from the opposite side, and then poof, bang, turn into that hook, throwing the arm up, eventually making that 90-degree angle, but just with as little time in between as possible, between your guard and the strike. You want that hook to just take shape. But like I said, if you're a beginner and you want to practice proper form for the bag, you can start with the elbow up, arm at 90 degree, boom, and turn in. That's the motion. We're using that rotation in the body to generate force, it's not an arm punch, right? It's the body, using the whole body to generate that force. Step into it, slip that first shot, and then push, bang, step forwards into a nice powerful hook. Slip the cross, boom, slip into the outside of the cross, bang, step forwards into that powerful hook, and then back out. Let's practice that together as an advancing technique this time. Step in and slip the cross. Bring that rear foot up a little bit, stand up tall, whoosh, and toss that hook into the head of the opponent. Finish with a cross, and then open up that space as your opponent gets knocked down for good. We're not gonna have that depression dummy. Let's do it again. Square up, visualize that opponent. Step into the slip, slipping across to the outside here. We're gonna bring that rear foot forwards. We're gonna stand up tall, whoosh, toss the hook, and then whoosh, drive that fist for a nice powerful cross right through the face of that depression dummy. Staying balanced the whole time, right? This balance is gonna improve that muscle memory. It's gonna come into play so we can effectively combo our shots. Back to stance, slip the cross, stand tall, boom for the hook, bang, turn on the ball of the back foot for the cross, and back to stance. Let's keep it going. Slip the cross, stand tall for the hook, push, and then turn through, cross, bang, for that cross. Keep it moving. Slip, hook, cross, slip, hook, cross, slip, hook, cross. Visualize that opponent. That's the end of round 2. Round 3, we'll pick up that guard change technique we talked about the other day. Blend that into our session today as well. And hopefully you guys are finding room for improvement. That's what it's all about. When we make the goal progress, we can enjoy a daily dose of success every single day that we show up for ourselves and move forwards. That can be in technicality or intensity or in volume. There are plenty of ways that we can move forward. So we just got to keep showing up for ourselves. Consistency is going to get you those results. I was doing a bunch of research. Stay hydrated. I was doing a bunch of research last night about adjusting the altitude, and they say I should be drinking 3 to 4 quarts of water per day to accommodate for the extra fluid loss. So hydration is super important Make sure you're staying hydrated out there so you can be in good health as we continue on. All right, final session. We're gonna get back into that guard change we talked about the other day. So if you remember, if you were with us, it's gonna start with a step in, boom, to a low kick, right? A low inside leg kick. We're gonna step in that rear foot in at the same time. So we're gonna bring that rear foot forwards and out and turn through the hips. Boom, extend for a low roundhouse into the calf meat of that opponent. From there, we're swinging the lead leg back into southpaw position, right? And we're bringing our guard back, we're twisting the opposite direction of that leg. We're now in southpaw position, and we're gonna fire, whoosh! We're gonna fire a nice powerful counter cross there, effectively changing our guard from orthodox to southpaw and then back to orthodox. So from orthodox stance, step in as you toss the leg kick. These things are happening at the same time. Boom, leg kick, bring the leg back, and turn the opposite direction with your upper torso. Putting some pre-wind in that torso. Fire back with a nice powerful cross. And then go ahead and step back all the way back into orthodox position. Let's do it again. Guard change practice here. Keep the guard tight. Step in for the low roundhouse to the inside leg. Boom. Bring that leg back. Torque the upper body in the opposite direction. Then rotate through to boom. Fire in that cross. And then bring it all the way back. Back into orthodox stance. Let's keep it going. Step forwards. That rear foot's coming forwards and out. Right? The hips turning over. Bang. We're throwing that nice roundhouse, powerful roundhouse into the leg, calf meat. Then we're bringing that foot all the way back into southpaw stance. Pivoting through. Bang. For the cross. To make that cross more deadly, let's start it over. Let's do it again. Step forwards. Boom. Into the round, to the leg. Bring that foot back and keep the body torqued. Rewind that upper half. Right? Legs going back in the opposite direction. Body's pre-winding. We're keeping the guard tight. Now we got this powerful cross to send back. Rotate. Bang on the ball of the lead foot and the rear foot. Rotate through. Fire that cross right through the face. That depression goes back. Stance. Square up. Orthodox position. Step forwards into the low round. Boom. Step back and torque the upper half. Don't block your vision here. Remember, guard high. Don't turn this too much to where you lose sight of your target. Keep your eye on him. Just rewind those shoulders and then push. Fire back. Rotate it through the body to generate force. Back to stance. Let's try it again. Guard change combo here. Hop forward. Bang to the round. Bring it back. Push. There it is. There's the cross. Let's make it more fluid. Practice makes perfect. Practice. Keep going. Step into the round. Bring it back. Push. Drive that cross and all the way back to orthodox. One more time. Into the round. Bring it back. Push. Bang. And that is the end of round 3. Hopefully you found room to improve. Some tools you can use, some tools you can sharpen and add to your shadow boxing routine, mixing it in with breath work, with visualization, with positive directional focus. You can add as many mental health tools as you can that work for you into your routine and make it a super effective training routine to fight forwards towards better mental health. Hopefully you found a few that are resonating with you and room to grow. Remember, it's all about that progress. Keep track of every single step forwards because every step counts and every step will add up to more and more proof of how strong you are, how powerful you are to overcome anything that is trying to stop you. It has been 838 days since I've had a single thought of suicidal ideation. It has been 838 days since I have been debilitated. Punched through COVID, punched through pandemics, punched through all kinds of crazy stuff. And the only reason, not the only reason, but one of the main reasons why I know I can continue to go, look forward today, look forward to tomorrow, look forward to the next 838 days is because I've been keeping track of my progress. It's extremely easy to lose track of how much progress you have made if you're not writing it down somewhere. It's extremely easy to stop giving yourself credit for how strong you are if you're not keeping track of it. So please do use this list tool, use this tracking tool in your routine, whatever it may be, whether it's this class or a heavy bag training routine or 1 minute a day with Bob, 1 minute a day on the speed bag, whatever it is you are doing. Use that list tool because it will make it even more effective and you can continue to move forwards and remember your strength, remember your endurance. Until next time, I'll catch you guys same sack time, same sack channel, same sack life. Sack man out.